It's been a long time since I've done an ExpressVPN review. 2022 was quite a year for this provider, so I want to see how it's holding up. In this video, I will do an ExpressVPN honest review, covering everything that happened to it in the last 7 months. Let's see, is ExpressVPN worth it or not? And don't forget that you can get away with more VPN info if you subscribe to the channel. This time, I want to begin with performance. ExpressVPN is well known for having a proprietary tunneling protocol, Lightway. This is their fastest protocol right now, and it also uses the best available encryption. But encryption aside, my experience with Lightway was mostly positive. I've done an ExpressVPN speed test for the USA, UK, and Germany servers to see if distance affects the performance. What can I say? Connecting to the UK or Germany server was super fast, while distance to the US managed to drop my speed to about 75% of the baseline. Talking about dropping things, recently ExpressVPN dropped a bombshell by stopping the show the number of the servers they have. Wanting to figure out the current number, I went to the customer support with a question about ExpressVPN servers. This has led to a funny exchange where the customer support agent first dodged the question for a good while before saying that there are only 153 servers right now. But the true fun started after they tried to explain that statement with a broken link and an article asking not to judge a VPN by a number of servers. In the end, it seems like the server count shrank after the switch to 10 Gbps servers. But you know what? Call it a conspiracy, but I don't believe that omitting the number of ExpressVPN servers because of the hardware update makes sense. There has to be another reason, and I have no idea what it is. What I do know for sure is that ExpressVPN's reputation doesn't get better like that, and they really need a trust boost after being bought by Cape Technologies. If you are out of the loop, last year, ExpressVPN was purchased by a company previously involved in spreading spyware. If that wasn't enough, ExpressVPN CIO was found guilty of cyber surveillance. My point? ExpressVPN 2022 privacy claims are much less believable than they used to be. That said, ExpressVPN's privacy standards are not terrible. It's located in a good jurisdiction and has previously proven their no-logs policy in a court case. But on the security side, is ExpressVPN safe? With the last-gen encryption and all the essential features in one place, I would say it's pretty solid. And even though I used to rip on ExpressVPN for not having any additional features, things are different now. They actually added a proper threat manager designed to get rid of trackers, malicious links, and even malware. The ExpressVPN China compatibility is not that bad either. I'm pretty sure its obfuscation is enough to get past the restrictions. And I'm not trying to forget the fact ExpressVPN was the provider behind the first implementation of RAM-only servers. This kind of server can't retain user data. You can imagine how good that is for users. Yet, even with all that said and a successful bug bounty they've established this year, I can't fully trust ExpressVPN, not when they do unnecessary things like hiding their server count. Personally, I'd rather stick to a more reliable option. I'll leave a list of trusted choices in the description if you are interested. But for now, I'm not done with ExpressVPN 2022. While security is important 100%, you want your VPN to be capable of everything. That includes bypassing geo-blocks, of course. ExpressVPN does have a neat page telling you all the different streaming platforms it can access. So I tried to access the hardest one, probably Netflix, and no jokes, it's been cracking down on VPN so much that barely any VPN can access it these days. Surprisingly, ExpressVPN Netflix compatibility turned out to be good. I've tried multiple libraries with ExpressVPN like Netflix US, UK, and Netherlands, all proved to have good performance and no lags. But I've got some buffering with Netflix Japan. Understandable, it's pretty far after all. But of course, I checked a couple other big platforms as well, and they also seem to work just fine for me. After this pleasant experience, I went to check torrenting, but to be honest, I had no expectations. Even big VPNs often restrict P2P file transfer to certain inconvenient servers or limit download speeds. Well, ExpressVPN never did those things before, but I had no idea if things have changed since Cape is in charge now. Apparently, it's still the same. There are no server restrictions, bandwidth throttling, or IP leaks during P2P file transfer. Or at least there were none for all the time I used ExpressVPN for torrenting. And it even goes so far as to offer a free SOCKS 5 proxy for faster torrenting. This proxy is performance-oriented and lacks encryption, but it's a preferred option for P2P file transfer, so I'm all for it. That said, ExpressVPN used to have some problems between different apps. The Windows and Mac OS apps get full points from me even for now, for having all those features in one place and an easy-to-understand UI. While some VPNs could use a tutorial, I didn't really need an how-to to use ExpressVPN tutorial. I think the UI is favoring new users quite a bit. While I like the desktop apps, mobile ones are on the short side of the stick again. The Android app has improved and now has some new features, which is nice, but the iOS app is still behind and by a lot. Data breach alert and security assistant that Android app has and are still unavailable on iOS. And even the necessary kill switch or network lock, as it's called in ExpressVPN, is not available for iOS users. On a smaller scale, ExpressVPN disappoints me with a low limit of simultaneous device connections. I mean, sure, it doesn't matter if you use ExpressVPN on router, but those who don't want to do that can only use it on 5 devices at a time. At the same time, some providers have higher limits or no limits at all. The reason why I don't like that is because I'm not even sure is ExpressVPN worth it. After all, the ExpressVPN price is always on the pricier side. His main competitors have both lower price, bigger devices limit, and even a free trial to have users started. The only ExpressVPN free option one could get is a bare minimum of 30 days money-back guarantee. With that price, we could all benefit from the ExpressVPN free trial, that's for sure. So, if the lack of the ExpressVPN free trial is a big deal for you, I'll leave links to the more affordable VPNs in the description below, so check those out. And that has been ExpressVPN review for 2022. In the end, I think ExpressVPN is still in the gray area for me. It is really good for streaming and torrenting, and its performance is definitely on the high level. The security is also decent, both on the baseline and with few but solid extra features. I'm not satisfied with its privacy and pricing though. I think ExpressVPN is a bit overpriced and too secretive in the weirdest places to be fully trusted. But what about you? Do you think I've covered everything in this ExpressVPN review for 2022? Or do you have questions to ask? Let me know in the comments. And if you've reached this point, thanks a lot for watching. I hope to see you in the other video. Stay safe.